to what I know the majority of this crew wants to talk about. Half of this of the Rundown crew is excited about. We saw a little movie called Demeter, and I think Demeter is the voyage. The last voyage of the Demeter came out. It's coming out tomorrow officially, right?
The 11th, I think.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Yeah. So there can't be an embargo. I know if there's an embargo, that'd be crazy. So I don't care about. We're not going to spoil anything. We're not gonna give away any spoilers. But we all saw it yesterday. Who wants to go first? What'd you guys think about it?
All right.
She rolls her eyes. I feel like for me.
Yeah, I brought all my horror.
And we're gonna give a for me rating of this.
All my vampire.
That's Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Stuff. But yeah, it's Bram Stoker's Dracula. So Demeter was good, and there were some really good scenes. I liked it. It was a fun watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch it again. Like.
Were you bored with it?
No, not at all. I just wasn't like overly impressed. Like, talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I went home and I thought about that movie, and I would love to watch that again. Like, Demeter didn't like stick with me.
Okay.
But
I can see that.
I'm a little bit harder of a critic, which is why I didn't really want to go first.
It didn't reach your like your.
I fully enjoyed.
Did you? Was there any jump moments? Anything that hit you?
Yeah, was it scary? Because I love.
Oh no, for you, yes.
But see, I love
it was
a good vampire
traumatizing.
Movie, but I don't want to.
You don't want this vampire.
Okay.
You like that?
Well, you know.
I mean.
Okay, so do you know that old black and white Dracula movie with the
yeah.
It's based mostly on that dude.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like an updated version.
Was that based on that?
No, that old black and white Dracula movie with the real big pointy ears.
Oh, Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, yeah. That's what I feel like.
Yeah,
this
is.
is based on him.
Uh-huh.
This is the updated version of a more modern version of him.
The Dracula looked amazing. I loved watching him. I loved watching him fly. The graphics were really good. They had some scenes that were really, really good that I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, the whole time watching it, I fully was enjoying the movie, but it didn't just stick with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about this guy? What'd you think about it?
Oh, I love the movie. I liked it. Was like I liked it, but some parts that I just didn't want to see, or I guess just like some parts. I liked it. I still liked it though.
What about the cast? Anybody stood out to you the most? What'd you think about?
Just the main actor.
The main actor was the only thing. What was his name? I keep calling him Ice Cube. I mean Dr. Dre. I mean because he was Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton.
Wait, who played the Dracula?
Corey Hawkins, no clue. What are you talking about?
That's who played Dracula?
No. Was it even a person?
That was Dr. Dre.
Javier Botet is the one that played it.
Oh, really?
What
What
was?
were you asking about?
I said I don't know who played.
Clemens.
We're looking up the main.
Oh,
Corey. Yeah, you were right. Corey Hawkins. That's the
Corey
black. That was the black guy's name.
I thought he did amazing.
Yeah, he did a great job. I thought he was like
He
Blade,
did really good.
kind of.
He was my favorite.
I thought that I felt like they were kind of mixing some of the lore from other things, like because this is based on one chapter out of the Bram Stoker's book, the Captain's Log. This whole movie is based on a chapter.
One chapter of how Dracula makes it to London.
See, that was what I was curious about, was what storyline they were following for Dracula, because there's so many.
Yeah, this is how he got there.
Okay.
Which was interesting. I mean, very claustrophobic, being stuck on a boat with on a slow moving ass boat with a Dracula, with a vampire. You don't even know what it is. After we saw the movie, we all kind of chat and we thought it was one of those horror movies where they make the solution was in your face. Yeah, instead of they run up the stairs instead of right. They run into the attic instead of running out the door.
Gotcha.
Kind of a thing.
Gotcha.
Like from the very beginning of the movie, it was obvious what kind of could have been done or what would have been done today.
But like you said, then we wouldn't have had a movie. So
I mean, everybody.
So there't be an easy parody, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, there's going to be
break
a.
it down and just.
No.
No, I don't want to spoil anything, but I can break it down.
I can't.
I know the hand. I'm like, what?
That came out of nowhere.
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Oh, he's transforming the whole time. As we're talking, he's getting worse.
Yeah, I got wings too, so. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I do.
He's like, you think I'm play pimping over here?
I can't do wings.
You have wings?
No, yeah,
He said, I'm cosplay a Jag. Everybody knows
He
me.
forgot to bring it to the theater.
I forgot the
Yeah.
mask
You
yesterday.
forgot the mask. Which is the most
Yeah, he brought his whole cosplay yesterday and You forgot the mask and that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I brought it because we didn't do yesterday, and y'all wearing the shirts.
Well, can you do the wing?
Yeah, put the wings on.
No, we can't go
No,
full
can't do
cosplay
that.
right now. We're in the middle of a show.
yeah.
Don't have the
Yeah,
time.
okay, sure.
But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent horror. It wasn't the best. If I was to rate it, I would honestly rate it. I mean,
For me,
I'm gonna give it a C minus. That's and I use letter grade ratings. By the
I
way,
go to C minus as well. So.
we're gonna go with a C minus. What about? Okay, or is it an F?
No. No, it was good.
What's your rating? What letter grade would you give?
Is a C higher or lower than a C minus?
A C is higher than a C
I
minus.
would give it a C.
A C, a solid C. What
Yeah.
about you, Itzy? What
I
you,
already thought the same thing.
C?
See.
So C,
I might
C,
even
C
give it a
minus.
plus.
Wait,
That- If you give it a C, plus, and we're giving it C minuses, and if you give it a C, then it's just gonna average out to about a C. It's a C.
okay.
So that's our.
I mean, it's worth seeing at least once. That's
I
what
do
I'm
have a
saying.
question
Go-
though.
was-
I wouldn't see it
Even
again.
not watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a question.
mean,
though.
we don't work for SAG,
As someone
so-
who's trying to figure out if she's going to watch it or not, what I can handle is like Underworld.
No, it's not.
No,
that
you
one.
ain't. I'm telling you, this is not
Not
for you.
gonna. I'm not gonna be able to handle it.
No.
Then.
Yeah,
There's a lot of death, a lot of gruesome.
Like popping
and
out
there,
shit.
There are,
There is no scare
there-
pop out.
There's like one or two that kind of like are loud and pop, but it's not a big jump scare movie by any means.
But it's
No.
super
Yeah,
gory.
it's a different.
Like you. I know you can handle, like you said, the underworld type of. You
Yeah,
can handle
like
that
that's
type
my
of horror.
kind of jam.
Because that's more action than it is
Yes,
horror. That's
yes.
leaning action. This is leaning horror, creepy. This is
This is
what
Okay.
is that noise and why?
Yeah,
and,
then my
and the
anxiety is gonna
suspense
be
and
way
the
too high.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the type of vampire movie that like you've never seen before.
Okay.
It's more
Yeah.
animalistic than like part. Like
Make sure the
most
microphones can hear.
Most vampire movies are like part human and
Yeah.
part animalistic, but this one seemed like it was more animalistic.
Okay.
than anything. They don't. There's
There's
you
a
know,
yeah.
when
There's
you
a
see, like,
force of nature in there that's
where-
coming after
where
you,
see
kind of a
these,
thing.
Like dreamy, charming vampires.
Yes.
like,
This was a
Brad
little
Pitt
darker.
Yeah,
Robert
you wouldn't
Pattinson.
want to have sex with
No.
this vampire.
No, you don't even want to look in the eyes. You don't. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Tabatha was really asking. Would I want to bed this one?
A girl's gotta know her boundaries.
I mean,
looking at me right now, I doubt it.
yeah.
That's what the face was.
that's-
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the. Do you want to wake up to that face right there? Look
Yeah,
at
no,
that
I'll pass.
face.
It's all good. All right.
Look
all
at
right.
this face.
Look at this
But I
face right here. Look
I
at this
can
face.
recommend some good horror
You
movies.
see
to
this
highlight
face?
If you want me to.
Look at this face.
I'll try. I am such a weenie, and I think my empathy ways I put myself in the situation too much, and I get
What if it's some
really.
good justified kills? Like you want to see.
Oh
him
yeah, I
die.
love just.
I don't mind justification in a movie. What gets me is honestly like World War Z.
Like when they
literally,
killed the
I had to
puppy?
stop the movie and take a break
Because you're sad, like emotionally.
No, because
Oh, you were scared?
my freaking anxiety. Zombies should never be fast. That is just not fair.
Never saw it.
Oh my God!
Have
Don't
you
put.
seen how,
Ugh.
what's that movie called? Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah.
Yes,
They were fast.
I've
Those were
seen Dawn
fast.
of the Dead. Yeah, zombies should not be fast. That's unfair and uncalled for
Well,
and not okay.
But it's more realistic that way because if they're slow, everybody is just like, oh.
Correct. I need time to think about what I'm going to do to get out of the
Dawn of the
situation.
Dead for me
I
was
don't want to
scary as
have
hell.
to like run for my freaking life scenario. Like my anxiety just gets too amped. Seriously, Haunted Mansion, I was scared.
All right.
Yeah.
Was there zombies in
I
that
am
movie?
No. Haunted
No,
Mansion's
there
just
was-
like,
there
it's
was
like
just
the
Tabatha.
intensity and like like the movie builds you
The
up and you're like
suspense.
the suspense, it's coming. But I'm a big ass weenie.
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite feeling.
Yeah, no. I look,
I gotta watch it
no.
now.
I hate that feeling with a passion. Now, you give me adrenaline in action or a roller coaster, I'm down. Throw me off the fucking plane, I'm good. I can handle all that. I just can't do the scary.
Interesting.
Chris always makes it out that I don't know that I'm scared or whatever, but those movies don't scare me. That's not why I don't like them. It really depends on what it is. Like the Scream, love Screams. I'll watch that
Yes.
anytime.
Favorite franchise.
They don't scare me, but that one's entertaining to me. Will not watch, despite the fact that I'm a nurse and I've worked in the OR. Blood and
Saw.
guts do not bother me at all. However, the Saws, the Hostels, those movies.
Yeah, I don't like
movies
torture.
Just
Oh,
Makes me
don't.
sick to my stomach.
It just depends on
I
who's getting tortured.
just do not like them. I
Well,
can't stand
yeah.
it.
Even bad
To
guys.
me, that's not even scary. It's
Yeah.
just gross, and I'm not interested in it.
on torture porn?
I'm
Justified
here for it.
kills?
See,
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I shouldn't have used the word him.
Oh no, you're fine.
Oh.
No, see, my mom's the same way. She can watch that gory shit and people being tortured all day long. I literally
I can
feel like
watch
I'm
it
gonna
and eat.
throw up. Like I will throw up if it gets too much.
Yeah.
Game
like
of
on- she's
Game
like
of
on her lunch break.
Thrones, I had to like stop and go, okay. Like when they were like doing some serious torture in Game of Thrones, I had to take breaks because it like really makes me nauseous and sick. They're people, they're getting tortured. I don't enjoy that.
Yeah. No, I mean,
But my
That
mom's
just
the
makes
same
Tyler
way.
stronger.
My mom's the same way.
I only think
Like,
I only
she-
get hurt when I see innocent people get hurt, like that torture.
Yeah.
It's just like that's when
Yeah.
it has innocent people is just different than
I don't
it's
know
like
what the
not
hell is wrong with me.
justified. So.
See, I don't think it's something necessarily wrong with you because I even asked my mom this before too. She's like, I don't know, I just enjoy it. And my mom's one of those people
Yeah.
too, like in real life, like blood guts don't bother her.
Like I read comic books that has torture stuff in it, so
yeah.
it's like the Punisher. He goes out there and just yeah, like
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things that I've always struggled with. And I know so many people who are incredibly loving people, but just enjoy this blood, gore, and torture
yeah.
stuff.
I'm like a
and
walking oxymoron. I feel
Yeah,
like.
yes.
Because I'm really nice. I don't really look like somebody who's into horror.
Absolutely. That's not like that it's correlated to that. It's
Yeah.
just that I literally cannot do it. I will vomit.
And you know what? If I looked at you, I would think you'd be into horror movies.
Most people do.
I
Yeah.
would say that. I
Legitimately,
think that is
most
a
people
giveaway.
do. I can't vibe.
Hey,
I'm a big ass weenie.
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I think. I mean, we went to Barbarian.
Oh, I
and
died.
and it was a shot.
I died.
So I think
Screamed.
it's closer to Barbarian than it
Wait,
is
but
to
you didn't know
Underworld.
what it was.
No,
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
I wish I could. I love doing that to my friends.
I was so pissed. Like,
Oh,
literally felt like I was dying through that entire movie.
Aww.
Barbarian.
Yes.
Oh wow.
No.
I did not like it.
But
Then
it
who wants
wasn't.
to
But
see
it wasn't
hairy-ass
as. It
nipples?
wasn't as scary as Barbarian. But it was. It's more closer to Barbarian than it is to like Underworld. So I would think.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, that's a
you
good
would-
mix.
It's.
Well,
Yeah. Not bad.
I think yeah. I don't.
I
think,
liked the one Dracula movie with the handsome dude. I can't think of his name.
Renfield.
Not
comedy.
him.
Dracula
not the comedy.
Untold?
It was
Dracula
Dracula
Untold,
Untold. Yeah, I liked that movie. That one was good. But that's more like Underworld in my vibe.
Yeah, that's more. Yeah, that was.
What
more
about Interview
Underworld.
with the Vampire? That's my favorite.
I love that
That's
movie.
not a horror movie though.
That's not.
For
that's
me.
a.
For me.
That's a pretty
For
movie.
me.
We like
Yeah.
the TV show.
I like Renfield. I thought
Yeah.
I grew up watching that one, but I'm old,
Yeah,
so
the
yeah.
TV. Yeah, the TV show makes Joy say.
Yeah, I love the TV. Well, they follow the book more. Like it's got more of actually what the book displays
Yeah.
in the TV show, which I really, of course, love.
And I don't. I've never read the Bram Stoker's Dracula novel, but I mean, according to the producer, that it's based on that chapter, and that was an interesting premise. I mean,
Yeah.
one chapter made a whole movie, and I see where it's going. I'm not going to spoil it, but I
I
kind
love
of.
the ending. I think it's great.
I
The
think
ending
I
was
see.
great.
I
I
see
like
where
the
they're
ending.
trying to go with it, but it's
I'm
like
excited.
it's this is the definition of taking liberties of something and making your own kind of a thing like that. That chapter is like a foundation of the source. But they're doing if this movie is successful and if it makes the money to make a sequel, they're gonna they're gonna do it. There's a franchise that I want to mention. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get. This is a non-spoiler review of it, but if you gotta go, it's if you like horror movies, you like vampire movies, I say go check it out. What did we give a for me rating?
Yeah, you did. Everybody.
Yeah,
did
we
their
said
for
C.
me.
We landed on
It
it's a C.
averaged out
it's
to
a,
C.
It's a solid C. It's a solid C.
it's a must see, I guess.
I
y'all
wouldn't say
find-
it's a must see. It was just a C.
Yeah,
It's a
but don't
C.
y'all find that sometimes with horrors, a lot of them are like valued at like, say a C rating, but then like everyone still goes and sees it and
becomes a
says
cult
they like
classic.
it, and then it becomes a cult classic. And
Oh, yeah.
that's typically in my mind kind of how it
That's
happens.
you know what? That's a good question. What do you think? Do you see this one becoming a cult classic?
If they continue it
Yeah, they
and go
continue
down
it.
that universe,
okay.
I do.
Yeah.
What about you?
Other than if it just stand alone,
I think
not
I
at
could
all.
see it happening, as she said.
Usually, cult classics are standalones, though.
Not always. Not always.
Not
Yes,
always, but I
some.
mean, but-
yes.
It just depends how much
It's-
money
it's-
the movie's gonna make for them
I mean,
to
that's
continue
right.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
then to answer your question, no, I don't see it being a cult classic.
I don't think it's not gonna make.
I can see it being a great franchise.
Yeah.
If they went
It's
that
the
route,
elementals of
Because,
horror.
like, for example, one of our favorites, The Crow, did not review well, did not go over well when
Oh,
it
yeah,
first
The
came
Crow.
out, and then as
It
people
did
started,
have a sequel, but it didn't have a sequel with Brandon Lee.
correct, well, because of
But
course he
it
died,
would've.
but
It would've.
yeah, but whenever you look at how that movie played out, it didn't become a cult classic until people were watching it at home and they were really getting those opinions into it. It was critics did not like it.
Speaking of which, I switched the posters.
I
for
saw.
You.
I was very
There you go.
excited. Yeah. So, and that happens with a lot of the cult classics.
The
in
Crow
that
is one of
sense.
my
I
favorite
worry that
ones.
if we would even have any cult classics or any like hardcore like stands of movies, because like moving forward, we're so oversaturated with like YouTube
Yes.
and TikTok and
Yes,
everything.
yeah.
Like I think people don't even care for cinema anymore, and like there's people like us or me who like, well, all of us who like love and like adore like the history of it. But I don't think the new generations are going to appreciate it like us, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, little bastards. Anyway, I know. That's what I said. Yeah, they're assholes. Learn your cinema, people.
They are assholes.
Learn your
I got
cinema.
3.
All right. That's our little TED talk for what we said. We averaged it to a C. It's go. You'll have a good time with it. I had a good time with it, but like you said, just like you said, I agree. It's not something that I'm gonna be like, ooh, I remember that Demeter movie. Let me watch it real quick. It's not something I'm gonna want to go back to that much. But I enjoyed it for what I got, and maybe a sequel could, if it evolves, if they do get a sequel, maybe it could blossom into something more than what we got now. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't see it. We'll just see how. I guess we'll see how it does. I'm not saying it's a must see, but we say it's not a must see, but it's a C.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was it for
Yep.
we move on to that's the show. Appreciate you guys as always. Have a good one. Take care of yourself and your mental health. And guys, if you guys don't see me next week, you know what happened. The Tabatha did it. Until next time, peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of